Hello, it's me, Oscar from Marijuana Garden.
This is gonna blow your mind. Warren Buffett's inheritance plan isn't just about money, it's about values and family. In a heartfelt letter, Warren Buffett announced he'll donate $1.1 billion of his Berkshire Hathaway shares to his family's foundations. But that's just the beginning. His 3 children will gradually distribute the rest of his wealth. And because they're no spring chickens, aged 71, 69, and 66, Buffett appointed younger trustees to keep things running smoothly. Buffett's advice for parents? Have your kids read your will before you sign it? Transparency is key to avoiding family drama and misunderstandings. He believes in financial education and independence, even refusing to loan his daughter money for a kitchen remodel. And he's all about giving enough to do something, but not so much that they do nothing. Buffett's legacy isn't just his fortune, it's the values he instills. Now that's wealth worth sharing.
You need to hear this if you're a travel junkie. Ever dreamt of unlimited first-class flights? One man lived that dream. In 1987, Stephen Rothstein bought a lifetime first-class ticket with American Airlines for $250,000. Yep, you heard that right. He could fly as often as he wanted, wherever he wanted. And boy, did he take advantage of it. Rothstein flew everywhere. Paris for breakfast, London for lunch, and New York for dinner. Over the years, he took more than 10,000 flights, costing the airline an estimated $21 million. What a deal, huh? But here's the twist. In 2008, American Airlines decided to cancel his golden ticket. Spoil sports? They probably didn't anticipate super travelers like Rothstein. So what sparked this crazy story? Back in 1981, American Airlines needed quick cash and came up with the idea of selling lifetime first-class tickets called AirPass for $250,000. For an extra $150,000, you could even bring a buddy along. Sounds like a steal, right? While American Airlines expected normal use, they didn't foresee Rothstein turning into an airline legend, and when they pulled the plug on his pass, he took them to court and won. Plus, they had to pay him a penalty. Ouch! Moral of the story? Sometimes a too-good-to-be-true deal really is just that. Too good for the company. Like and subscribe for more wild stories.
What if I told you there's a creature that can survive almost anything? Let's talk tardigrades. These tiny 8-legged wonders can withstand more than you can imagine. Extreme cold, no problem. Boiling water, easy. They can even handle the vacuum of space. When they dry out, tardigrades enter a state called cryptobiosis, surviving for decades without water. And when rehydrated, they spring back to life in just hours. Thanks to a special protein, DSUP, their DNA is protected from damage. Tardigrades have been around for 500 million years, outlasting the dinosaurs. Scientists study these resilient creatures to unlock secrets that could help us survive in outer space and beyond. Fascinating, right? I'm sure you've heard the news. Astronauts in space with Santa hats. Let's dive into this festive mystery. Recently, NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Barry Butch Wilmore celebrated Christmas aboard the International Space Station. The viral photo of Williams and Don Pettit in Santa hats has sparked all kinds of questions online. Posted by NASA with the caption, "Another day, another sleigh." The photo shows them grinning in their festive gear. But how did those hats get there? Despite their mission extending unexpectedly, they planned ahead. The hats were sent up with a resupply mission 6 months ago. Smart thinking, right? Social media buzzed with wild theories, from secret missions to studio setups. But the truth is simple. NASA's foresight kept holiday cheer alive in space. So there you have it, folks. Even in orbit, a little holiday magic goes a long way. Happy holidays from space. Hey everyone, have you ever thought about learning about airplanes through a play? Well, get ready to meet Vayu Sastra, where science and stories come together. Vayu Sastra, started by actor and airplane expert Jagadish Khanna, mixes storytelling with science to make learning super fun and easy to remember for kids. Imagine learning about the planets through the story of Aladdin, or how things fly through the story of Ravana's magical airplane. Vayu Sastra uses over 200 exciting stories and teaches kids how to make paper airplanes and gliders in fun workshops. Their cool way of teaching helps kids understand tricky ideas like how things fly really easily. Vayu Sastra is changing how we learn, from teaching in schools to even working with the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO. Just like Jagadish says, kids might forget big science words, but they'll always remember a good story. Let's help the next generation of kids dream big and reach for the stars. If you're a science lover, then you need to hear this mind-bending theory about our universe. Former NASA physicist Thomas Campbell thinks we might be living in a cosmic video game. He's creating experiments to see if the universe is rendered like a video game. Imagine objects only appearing when you look at them. Wild, right? Campbell's using a twist on the famous double-slit experiment. It suggests that without an observer, the universe doesn't record information, just like how video game worlds pop up as you explore them. This idea, called the participatory universe, means our reality might only exist because we interact with it. Campbell's scientific twist on this theory is super intriguing. Could our world really just be pixels in a cosmic game? Stay curious, because Campbell's experiments might just bring us closer to the truth. Hey everyone! Have you heard about Cuba Pedy? This isn't just any ordinary town, it's a place full of surprises and unique experiences that you won't find anywhere else in the world. It's a super cool underground town you have to see. Imagine a whole city built beneath the surface, with homes, shops, and even churches carved out of the rock. It's far away in South Australia, and it's more than just a town, it's a whole adventure. The journey to Cuba Pedy itself is an adventure, taking you through some of the most remote and stunning landscapes in the country. It gets super hot there, and the land looks like the moon. The harsh, arid environment is both beautiful and otherworldly, making you feel like you've stepped onto another planet. But here's a secret. More than half the people live underground. Why? Because the surface temperatures can be extreme, and living underground offers a cool and comfortable refuge, because it gets up to 37 degrees Celsius. That's scorching hot, and the underground homes provide a natural air conditioning system. That's really hot. So miners found out it was much cooler underground. They started building their homes and workplaces below the surface to escape the intense heat. Now they have houses, hotels, stores, even churches, all underground. It's like an entire hidden city with all the amenities you need. It stays a nice 23 degrees down there. No matter how hot it gets outside, the temperature underground remains pleasantly cool. You can start your trip at the Yamuna Opal Mine and Museum. This is the perfect place to learn about the town's history and its famous opal mining industry. You'll learn all about opal mining and even see a real underground house. It's fascinating to see how people have adapted to living in such a unique environment. Or you can try looking for opal pieces at the Old Timers Mine. It's a hands-on experience where you can try your luck at finding these precious gems. Don't miss the Serbian Orthodox Church. This underground church is not only a place of worship, but also a work of art with its intricate rock carvings. It's underground and has beautiful carvings in the rock. The craftsmanship and detail in the carvings are truly impressive and add to the mystical feel of the place. And if you want to see something really different, go to Crocodile Harry's Nest. This quirky site is filled with unusual decorations and artifacts, making it a must-see for anyone visiting Cuba Pedy. It's full of weird and interesting stuff, and it was even in the Mad Max movie. Fans of the film will recognize some of the props and settings used in the movie. End your day by watching the sunset at the Big Winch. This iconic spot offers breathtaking views of the desert landscape as the sun sets, painting the sky in vibrant colors. They sometimes have movies you can watch all around you. Imagine watching a film under the stars in the middle of the desert. It's an experience you won't forget. Cuba Pedy isn't just a town, it's like another world under the ground. The unique living conditions and the sense of community make it a fascinating place to explore. So, want to go explore? Pack your bags and get ready for an adventure like no other. Cuba Pedy is waiting for you. This hidden gem in the Australian desert is ready to offer you an unforgettable experience. Hey everyone, have you ever thought about how cool it would be if ear surgery was super quick and easy? Well, guess what? It's happening! Thanks to a brilliant doctor named Mashudu Chifularo, we now have a brand new way to fix ears using 3D printing. This amazing doctor, all the way from the University of Pretoria, did the first ever transplant of 3D printed bones in the middle ear. How awesome is that? Get this, the surgery only takes about 2 hours, and anyone can have it, from tiny babies to grown-ups. They use a special camera, so there's barely any scarring. Plus, instead of using expensive titanium parts, they can now print the bones, which makes it much more affordable. This isn't just about fixing ears, though. This is a giant leap forward for medicine. Dr. Chifularo's work shows that amazing things can happen anywhere in the world. It means that everyone, everywhere, can have access to the best medical care. So, the next time you hear about some incredible new medical discovery, remember this story. It might just come from a place you never thought of.
If your bedtime stories involve counting sheep, you're a sleep champ. But Randy Gardner? He went 264 hours without a wink. In 1964, 17-year-old Randy Gardner set out to break the world record for the longest time awake. Under the watchful eyes of sleep researchers and friends, he stayed awake for an astonishing 264 hours. That's over 11 days. By day 2, Randy faced difficulty with simple tasks. By day 3, mood swings, short-term memory loss, paranoia, and hallucinations. Yet he powered through by playing basketball and bowling. Finally, after 264 hours, Randy crashed, sleeping for 14 hours straight. But the ordeal didn't end there. Gardner later suffered from chronic insomnia, a grim reminder of his sleepless feet. Randy's story is a powerful testament to the importance of sleep. So next time you're tempted to pull an all-nighter, remember, even breaking records isn't worth breaking your health.
Imagine thriving in a radioactive wasteland. These wolves are doing it. Here's how. In the Chernobyl exclusion zone, despite the radiation, grey wolves are thriving. How? Scientists believe they might be evolving cancer-resistant genes. Researchers like Cara N. Love and Shane Campbell-Staton from Princeton are studying their DNA to find out. Using GPS collars, they track the wolves' movements and radiation exposure. They also analyze blood cells and genomes, discovering rapid evolution in genes tied to cancer resistance. Without humans around, these wolves face fewer threats, allowing them to thrive despite radiation. This research could reveal new cancer therapies for humans. Who knew wolves in Chernobyl could hold the key to fighting cancer? So, next time you hear about Chernobyl, think about the incredible wolves turning a nuclear disaster into a beacon of hope.
Thank you.